Welcome friends and spiritual travelers, Mystic Al here. We have a pick a card reading for you today. Today's theme is what you need to hear right now. General guidance from your spirit guides about your current situation. So we have 3 piles for you today. We have pile number 1 with the amethyst. Pile 2 is with the angelite stone. And pile 3 is with the green howlite stone. So please use your intuition to choose a pile. Maybe take some time to pause the video if you need to meditate over which pile is right for you. Remember, this is a general reading, so take only that which resonates with you and leave the rest behind. I'd just like to thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you all watching my videos and supporting my channel. I hope you're having a beautiful day. And let's get started with pile number 1. Hello, welcome pile number 1 with the lovely amethyst stone. Let's find out what you need to hear right now, what messages your spirit guides have for you. We'll start with your oracle cards. Your first card, New Moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. That's a great start, pile 1. Beautiful. You have the New Moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. Interesting, 2 new moons. And you have number 32, Prosperity. Wow. Okay, we'll start with those cards. Would you look at those cards, pile 1? They are some very, very optimistic cards. Luck is on your side, prosperity, and your hard work is paying off. I think it really tells its own story, to be honest, doesn't it? I just sense that if you've been working on something that soon you'll start to see the rewards for your labor. If you've been maybe toiling away, just working hard, having a lot of faith that eventually you'll start to see the rewards, that things will start to take off. You'll have a bit more, I guess, fortune for the efforts that you're putting in. And most definitely these cards are saying that time is coming. It's just around the corner. I also love, as I mentioned earlier, you've got 2 new moons, the new moon in Sagittarius and a new moon in Capricorn. You also have the full moon here in the prosperity card. Interesting, 3 moons. But with 2 new moons, this is fresh energy, a new cycle, the beginning of a new cycle. So what I am sensing for you, pile 1, is that maybe you haven't had luck on your side recently, that in your recent past, potentially you haven't been feeling as if you've been getting anywhere. You may have felt a little bit almost stuck, or as if things just weren't going the way that you were hoping for. But that cycle is ending. Most definitely there's a fresh start here, new energy. I'm also getting new inspiration too with the new moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarians being, very optimistic. They want to explore and expand their mind. They have a lot of inspiration for whatever it is that they're focusing on, inspiration for life in general. So I just really see you coming into a period where you start to believe in yourself and you actually start to see the rewards for all of the work that you've been putting in, which is absolutely beautiful for you, pile 1, and I think it's about time too. And with the new moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. This is basically just saying, keep going, keep doing whatever it is that you're doing. If you're trying to persevere through a challenging time, most definitely just keep putting your head down and toiling away. If you've started a new project and you're wondering when it's actually going to start to take off and you'll see the rewards for it, then it's just around the corner. I'm also noting too, it's interesting, I'm actually filming this in the Libra season of 2020, noting that this is a timeless reading, so when you come across this message, there's a time you're supposed to get it, but if you're actually watching it not long after I've released this video, then Sagittarius season and Capricorn season are not too far away in a couple of months. We're halfway through Libra season, then we go through Scorpio, and then bam, Sagittarius and Capricorn are just around the corner. So I really just see that very soon, within a couple of months is what I'm getting, the prosperity that you're hoping for will come in. And what is prosperity? Prosperity is, it's not just abundance. Abundance is material wealth in a sense, but prosperity is also luck. Prosperity is a period when things just start to go in the flow for you. Things work out for you. You click your fingers and what you want almost just drops into your lap. You're feeling more vibrant and inspired for life, having a lot of passion for the things that you're working on. So not only do I see things turning around for you, pile 1, that your spirit guides want you to know just to keep persevering through whatever it is that you're working through right now, because very soon the luck your luck will turn around and things will start manifesting. But I also really see that it's a period where you actually just feel a lot better within yourself. I sense it's a period where you'll have a lot more sort of vitality for life, feeling more adventurous is what I'm getting with the new moon in Sagittarius. Wanting to get out and just explore the world and to just keep pushing on. Feeling that, things are working out in your favor is what I'm getting. I love that you've got number 32 here, which reduces to 5. 5 being a number of change and transformation. In tarot, it's kind of the number where you can't turn back anymore. You've gone through 1 through 4 and you've learned the lessons from 1 through 4, and 5 is kind of a dramatic change where everything that happened in the past you can't sort of go back upon anymore. And but the luck is on your side card, the new moon in Sagittarius. I just sense that this is a big change in your life where I guess you've learnt the lessons from this hard year in a sense, and you get to move forward with more clarity of mind about what it is that you want to do. A lot more inspiration for life and for the things that you're working on was what I'm getting. And knowing full well that hard work is paying off for you, which is really beautiful. Moving on from that, we have the dusky pink dragon from Andromeda. Prepares all your chakras to embody higher love, accept and radiate higher love, touch others with its flame. Okay, beautiful. Oh, I love how that falls under the new moon in Sagittarius card. It's almost the same color, sort of a pinky violet type color. I'm not really sure what that is. If you know what color that is, let me know. And you have the rainbow dragon. Brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust. Rediscover wisdom. Expect miracles. Accept opportunities. Okay. Falling under the new moon of Capricorn. This is really interesting. I love that it says accept opportunities. In Capricorn are the hard workers of the zodiac. They make their own opportunities in a sense. They make doors open. They push until they find the door that works for them. They persevere and they essentially create their own opportunities in life, just with them having so much belief that in themselves, and also belief that hard work pays off in a sense. And I really am just seeing these cards are really amazing. This is a very optimistic spread for you, Pile One. I just sense that this is not just a small change. This is something really big, a major transformation in your life. I think you've been learning a lot more about yourself through possibly a trialing period. I do sense that you've always had faith that you will get through a period where maybe you weren't seeing the success that you were hoping for. And that determination and faith, I think, is being rewarded very soon. What I am also seeing here too, it's interesting that it says here, accept and radiate higher love. Prepares all of your chakras to embody higher love. All of your chakras. And you've got the rainbow dragon, which essentially is all of the chakras in a sense. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet in the rainbow. What I am seeing here is that you're starting to come into alignment. I really sense that you've also been doing a lot of work on yourself. With the new moon in Capricorn there, your hard work is paying off. Not only have you been working on a certain goal that you've been hoping to manifest or achieve this year, I'm sensing Power One, but I really do see that you've been doing a lot of inner work too, working on yourself, changing a lot of habits that weren't working for you, like overcoming any sort of mindsets or mind frames that maybe were holding you back or that weren't sort of supporting your higher vision. Really believing in yourself is what I'm getting. And because of that, and because you've been doing a lot of hard work and persevering, I really just think that things are going to start happening in your life that you could never have imagined. Because it does say here, expect miracles. Wow, with the luck is on your side card and the rainbow dragon, expect miracles. This is a massive transformation, but also what I'm getting is kind of like a new chapter in your life with the 2 new moons. This is kind of the beginning of the next phase of your life, where I sense because you've learnt the lessons of the last chapter, you've integrated those lessons, you've left things behind that weren't working for you, changed a lot of things about yourself that maybe you didn't like or that you knew were keeping you small and not sort of supporting your vision of a greater life in a greater world in a sense. And really had faith that if you continue to work on the things that you've been working on, that you will have success in the future. I just see a lot of amazing things coming your way, Power One. Wow, this is really beautiful. But what I'm also seeing here too, I love that you've got the dusky pink dragon from Andromeda falling under the new moon in Sagittarius with the colors being very similar. This may be a creative talent that you've been working on. Interesting that you've got like the music sort of emanating from the Andromedan dragon here, indicating that maybe you're very artistic or creative in a sense. So if it's a creative task or talent that you've been working on that you want to share with the world, maybe even starting your own YouTube channel like me, then I really just see a lot of success coming your way, that you may have been going through a period where things weren't working or taking off the way you were hoping for, but I really just see it going skyrocketing very soon. But I just sense that not only are you starting to have a lot of love for yourself and things are going to turn out bigger than you could ever imagine, Pile 1, but I really just see that you're also coming into a phase where you just want to spread love and optimism to other people. You want to try and lift people up and support other people to try and change their life for the better too. Touch others with its flame, with the dusky pink dragon here from Andromeda. This is all about you trying to share your vitality and inspiration and passion for life to try and lift others up and get them to try and, turn their life around and to live their best life in a sense, which I just think is really beautiful. Moving on from that, Pile 1, let's get some further messages for you from the Tattoo Tarot deck. Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, for Pile number 1, who are having a lot of luck very soon. Things are turning around for them. Their life is going to change immensely, and I think they're just going to have a lot of optimism and passion for life. Ooh, 5 of Swords there in reverse. It's the end of conflict. Interesting. I think you're kind of done with the drama with the 5 of Swords in reverse there, Pile 1. That if you were having sort of arguments with other people, or I just think you're sort of walking away from drama or people that aren't supporting your higher visions. What I am sensing is that there may be some naysayers around you, people that don't believe that you can do whatever it is that you're trying to do. And I sense that maybe you're just sort of done with that. You've got no time for people that don't believe in your vision, that don't support the things that you're working on, that aren't, I guess, supporting your best interest in a sense. Any further message, please? Okay. So we've got 4 cards for you there. We have the Ace of Coins too. Can you believe that? I love this card in this deck, with the peacock sort of wrapping around the pentacle and her feathers in the rose sort of just being shown off to the world. So proud of what it is that you've managed to achieve. But this is also, it kind of reminds me of the new moon. This is a fresh start, right? A new opportunity. You've been doing it, I'm not going to say you've been doing it hard, I sense, Pile 1, but I just think that maybe you haven't had the luck that you were hoping for, but I really see that turning around. You're believing in yourself and you're walking away from the drama. You're not letting anyone bring you down anymore. You're sort of cutting off those people that just aren't supporting the things that you want from life, in a sense. You have the King of Cups in reverse. And your final card is the 9 of Wands. Interesting, okay. Yeah, with the King of Cups in reverse, this is disharmony. I'm just sensing that maybe in the past you haven't had, it hasn't all been easy for you, is what I'm getting. That maybe there's been people around you that have brought you down, and you've been feeling it a little bit. It's been a bit rough for you recently, actually, potentially, Pile 1. With the 9 of Wands too, this is the end of a challenging time, right? The 9 of Wands is where you're so fed up with struggling and having so much hardship in life that you put up a wall to just take a break. You kind of just want to drop all of those burdens and say, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I think that you've always just been constantly persevering through a really challenging time is what I'm getting. And noting that 2020 has been a rough year for most of us. We've all been locked indoors. We haven't had the freedom that we wanted. Maybe our projects haven't been taking off. A lot of us may have had some financial hardships with losing our job. Just a year where I guess none of us have been able to make the progress in life that we've really wanted to. So I do sense you have had some hardship too, pile one, with the King of Cups here in reverse and the Nine of Wands, indicating that you may have felt a little bit down, out of sorts is how I would explain it. But I just think you've persevered. You've kept pushing through. You've always had hope that it will turn around. Like, you've tried to keep your spirits high despite feeling a little bit low, if that makes sense. And I really just sense that you're letting go or moving away from anything or people even that just aren't supporting your higher vision. With the Ace of Coins here, whatever it is that you've been working on, this is a fresh start also. So you've got 2 new moons there, and basically like a divine gift from the universe sort of gifting you a new opportunity in life. So whatever it is that you've been working on will take off very soon. I also sense that it's something that you can make a career out of too. If it is a creative talent that you have. With the Ace of Coins here, most definitely, also with the Prosperity card and the luck is on your side, this is something that will support your future in a sense. So I just think you just need to keep believing in yourself, pile one. And I really don't think that's a problem for you, because I really see a lot of optimism here anyway, that even though you've been through a bit of a rough patch, I think you've always known that you will come out of it, that the rainbow will shine at the end of the storm in a sense, which is also kind of a divine gift from the universe saying, this chapter of your life is over, and now it's time for you to start reaping the rewards from your perseverance. Beautiful reading, pile one. Let's get a closeout message for you from this Universe Has Your Back deck. Spirit, can we get a closeout message, please, for pile number 1, who have never given up? There it is. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. What a beautiful sentiment. Which also confirms to me that maybe you have had it a bit rough recently, that you've been through the darkness, pile one, but you've always kept hope in your heart that the light will come. The light at the end of the tunnel, the rainbow that shines bright at the end of the storm, and it's coming, it's not far away. Just around the corner is what I'm getting for you. So just keep believing, and I think miracles are just going to start landing in your lap, and you deserve it, pile one. Shine your light bright and help others in need. That's all I have for you. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also, if you got something out of this reading and you feel like it may benefit some of your friends and family that are also going through a rough time at the moment, I'd really love it if you could share it on to them. That would be great. I wish you a beautiful day, and let's move on to pile 2. Hello, pile 2 with the lovely blue angelite stone. Let's find out what your spirit guides want you to know, what you need to hear right now. We'll start with your oracle cards. Your first card is the first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. Interesting. You have the new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. It's a beautiful card, I think. And you have the card of awareness, number 13. Okay, we'll start with those cards for you, pile 3. Pile 2, I should say. Right, you know what I see for you, pile 2? I sense that your guides are trying to get your attention. There's some information that they're trying to allow you to see. The awareness card tends to talk about, I guess, being in touch with something bigger, sort of using your extrasensory sort of perception or psychic abilities in a sense to try and to guide you on your journey and towards the next step in a sense. I really just see here with the first quarter moon your commitment is being tested, and the awareness card that your spirit guides are trying to draw your attention to something, that maybe there's something that you haven't yet seen or that you need to pay attention to. I just sense that maybe you're in a phase right now, pile 2, where you feel like you're not making progress. You may feel a little bit stuck. I'm getting like a feeling of frustration is what I'm honestly feeling right now for you, pile 2. Almost like whatever it is that you're working on just isn't paying off for you. And I just think that maybe your guides are trying to get you to see something that maybe you've overlooked or you haven't sort of noticed yet. that there's something maybe you need to do or to pay attention to in order to be able to move forward. Along with the new moon in Virgo too, it says a time to give rather than take. I really just see that with the woman closing her eyes here, the virgin closing her eyes, right? Like, she's almost in a way paying attention to her dreams, I think. That I'm really just seeing here too that maybe this is a period right now, Pile 2, where your senses are heightened in a sense. That maybe you're getting a lot of downloads or receiving a lot of messages from your guides, and either, not to say that you aren't paying attention to them, I just think that maybe there's something you're missing, or they're asking for you very soon anyway in the near future to really sort of to pay a lot of attention, to be very aware of the things that are happening around you in a sense. I also am seeing too, with her closing her eyes, like she's almost in a dream state, that maybe there's a need for you to pay attention to your dreams, that maybe you're receiving messages or downloads in your dreams. Your guides are trying to get your attention through communicating to you in your dream state, which I think happens for most of us, I think. I think it's just when it's a period when, I guess, the veil is thinnest, where we're transcending the physical in a sense and able to use our like causal body to be able to communicate with spirit. So there might be a need for you to pay attention for your dreams very soon, to have keen awareness of what's happening in your dreams. But I really am just seeing that right now there's something that you need to take note of. So be mindful about, I guess, the signs and synchronicities that you're receiving. Try not to discard them as being coincidences. Maybe even use the internet and Google to like find out the hidden meanings from the synchronicities or the coincidences that you may be seeing in your external world right now too. Because I think what I'm seeing with your commitment is being tested in the awareness card is that your spirit guides are trying to like get you to see something before you can move forward again. So maybe this is a period where, in a sense, you're being forced to stop and pay attention to a certain message or guidance that they want to give you. I've got the picture of the Hanged Man in my head, that this is a period in a sense where you maybe aren't making progress, that you're meant to maybe take time to reflect on your recent past and I guess either learn the lessons that from the experiences that you've been through, really try and like have a deeper understanding about maybe why things didn't work out for you, Pile 2, or why, you know, you felt a little bit stuck and stagnant, what it is that needs to change in your life potentially, what lesson it is that you need to learn before you can move forward again. I am sensing really strong Piscean energy in this reading. I'm picturing the Hanged Man in my head, which is very Piscean energy. Even though you don't have the Piscean cards here, you've got the New Moon in Virgo. Interesting that Virgo is the opposite sign to Pisces. But I really just am sensing that now is a period where your guides are coming in strong, trying to get your attention, where you're very connected to something higher, that there is some information coming your way that you need to know in order to take a new path or to be able to take the next step on your journey. Moving on from that, we have the Air Dragon. Helps you rise above earthly matters, communicate honestly, brings inspiration and hope. See life from a higher perspective. Yes, most definitely. A higher perspective. This is a period where you are very attuned to the ethereal realms, Pile 2. So I just think also you could really do with taking some time to meditate or be in nature a little bit, to do the things that really connect you to spirit. Even though that does say here, helps you rise above earthly matters, that being grounded in a sense, noting that you also have the New Moon in Virgo, earth energy all day here, connecting to earth, like really connecting to the ground, maybe spending time in nature, going for a walk out in the park with your shoes off to connect to the earth, maybe meditating in nature, even just like getting out in your garden and spending time there, like weeding the garden or like watering the garden, doing something that connects you to the earth is another way to really like connect to your angels and spirit in a sense. It allows for that clarity to be earth to the ground so that you can actually understand the meaning behind the messages that you're receiving. I just am sensing that there's a strong need for you right now to take a break and to do things outdoors that you love doing. Pile 2 is what I'm seeing. That may be a way for your guides to strengthen your connection and allow the messages to come through. But I'm also seeing here too, rise above earthly matters, along with the new moon of Virgo, time to give rather than take. Potentially you've been having a bit of problems with some earthly matters, Pile 2. Maybe you've had some financial battles recently. You may have lost some earthly possessions, in a sense. There may also be some issues with your health that you're going through. Noting I was picturing the Hanged Man in my head. Also the new moon in Virgo. Virgos make great sort of medical stuff. They're very, they pay a lot of attention to the smaller things. They're very aware of all of the finer details in whatever it is that they're doing. Very detail oriented is what I'm getting. They make great sort of doctors and medical staff. They like to be of service to others and help others. So there may be a need for you also to pay attention to what your body is telling you to, Pile 2. That maybe your guides are trying to get your attention through some feelings and emotions or even some ailments in your body. So pay attention to your body. Listen to what your body is trying to say to you. I am also sensing that right now is a time for you to really look out for your health. There may be some health issues that you need to get on top of. I.e. like starting to eat healthier for a while, getting some more exercise is what I'm seeing too. You have the rose pink dragon. Prepares your heart to connect with the high facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. This is really beautiful. I love all the colors. Look at the colors in this deck. You have pink, purple, navy blue, and indigo, blue, green. These are the higher 4 chakras of our body. So you got green with the heart chakra, blue with the throat chakra, indigo with the mind chakra, pink also with the heart chakra too, and purple here associated with the crown chakra. As I mentioned, a really strong indication that you're connected to something higher. The top 4 chakras are, I guess, in a sense, like aligned to download messages from your spirit guides in the universe, being able to communicate clearly to others whatever it is that you need, communicate to yourself in a sense what it is that you need, Pile 2. What I am seeing here too is that the lower 3 chakras are missing, which are all really related to like earthly matters. So there is a need for you in a sense to pay attention to what your body is calling for right now. I'm really just seeing that maybe it's time for you to take a break, Pile 2. To use this time when maybe you've been feeling a little bit stuck or stagnant without being able to move forward in a sense, to connect to Mother Earth, to connect to Gaia, to look after your own needs in your body, even though it does say the new moon in Virgo a time to give rather than take. I think it's about you giving to your body in a sense, giving yourself what you need right now. And I think that's basically either taking a break and looking after your health, or just sort of getting out into nature and switching off, like trying to switch your focus from whatever troubles that you're having right now, which helps you rise above earthly matters. So whatever troubles that you're having right now, sort of do something that takes your focus on the things that aren't working out for you right now. And I really sense that in time you're going to have the clarity that you need, because I sense early, as I said earlier, that your guides are trying to get your attention right now about some information that may help you proceed forward, or even just to deal with some sort of health matters that maybe you've been pushing aside or aren't even aware of right now, Pile 2. Moving on from that, let's get some further messages for you from the Tattoo Tarot deck. Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, for pile number 2? What do they need to pay attention to? What message are you trying to let them know, Spirit? What messages do you have for pile 2, please, Spirit? Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 2? There you go. More. The first card is a star card, and I'm not sure if it's meant to be upright or reverse. Spirit, is the Star card meant to be upright? Reversed. Okay. You have the Star in reverse. You have the King of Coins in reverse. Interesting. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse. You also have the Justice card. Okay. Interesting. The first thing that's standing out to me too, Justice being an air sign, falling on the air dragon. You have the Queen of Swords here too, also related to an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You may have a lot of air in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, potentially, pile 2. Anyway, I am just really sensing that, you know what I'm getting for you, pile 2? Is that, yes, what I'm seeing is that your spirit guides really are trying to get your attention right now. Air related to like a connection to the divine in a sense. Your mind trying to let you know what it is that you need to know in order to move forward, to have some clarity of your next step. You've had some troubles recently too, with the Star card in reverse and the King of Coins in reverse. You may have had some financial battles. You may not have been receiving the rewards or the growth for the work that you've been putting into whatever it is that you've been working on. Also, pile 2, that it's almost as if like things have just stopped right now for you and you feel stuck. You're not making progress at all. And I really do see it's weighing heavily on you with the Star card in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse. You're getting quite down on yourself, being quite sort of harsh or even sometimes quite scathing towards yourself is what I'm saying. That maybe the things that you're saying to yourself aren't always the kindest. There may be a need for you to really pay attention to your mindset is what I'm seeing here. Trying to balance out your mind in a sense to try and be more positive. I think maybe you started to feel as if you've lost hope or that maybe you need to let go of something is what I'm seeing. But your time is coming, most definitely. I think what they're trying to tell you right now, what you need to hear right now, pile 2, is that Spirit's trying to get your attention to let you know what it is that you need to do in order to be able to make progress again. With the Justice card here, with the scales being balanced, I think they're trying to bring your attention to sorting out something in your life that isn't working for you, that is out of balance potentially. And this may be related to your health or looking after your health. It may be related to your finances too also, with the King of Coins here in reverse, indicating that maybe you're not manifesting the things you want right now, or that you're not actually having success in whatever it is that you've been working on. I really just see that they're trying to get your attention to sort out a few things even in your life that aren't working for you. And I think maybe you already know what these things are. Pile 2, if you think about it just for a moment, I think you'll realize what it is that isn't working for you. There's a need for you really to be honest too, with the Queen of Swords in reverse and Justice here, about the truth of honesty. Accepting that some things maybe aren't working for you right now is what I'm getting, pile 2. And I know that's really hard to hear, but this is what the cards are really indicating to me. Interesting. Let's get a closeout message for you from the universe as your back deck. Spirit, can we get a closeout message, please, for pile number 2? What is it they need to hear right now? I am a spirit having a human experience and I'm here to get closer to love. Okay, that's really beautiful. I think it's just a gentle reminder that, you know, life goes on in a sense that you are a soul, a spirit in a human body, that whatever trials you're going through right now will end, that you will get through it, and that you're learning, that we're all here to learn, and even the hard times we're learning, right? We're experiencing things that maybe we'd never experienced before. So there's just a reminder to remember that there's lessons in everything, and every experience has a lesson to teach us. And I really just sense that you will get through it very soon too. Noting that you've also got the rainbow here, which appears at the end of the storm, right? That soon you'll have the clarity that you need to be able to change habits in your life or to rectify problems that aren't working for you. I'm also remembering that you had the card that says rises above earthly matters with the new moon in Virgo here. And the King of Coins in reverse. Strong earth energy indicating that maybe you're not having the success in your life right now that you're hoping for. But just remember, pile 2, it's an experience. And I do sense that in time, you will have the clarity that you need with the third eye here too. Most definitely an indication that you are deeply connected to spirit right now, and they're trying to get your attention. They're trying to help you through this challenging time. So I really see this being an optimistic reading in the sense that I sense very soon you're going to have the clarity that you need and you will be able to move forward again. So just have faith that you'll get through this, pile 2, is the message for you. That's all I have for you. I hope that resonated with you, even though I know it's a bit of a hard message to hear. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't also already. Also, if you got something out of this and you feel like it might be a benefit to somebody else that's having some troubles right now, I really love it if you could share it on. That would be great. I wish you a beautiful day, and let's move on to pile 3. Hello, pile 3. It's a lovely dark green howlite stone. Let's find out what you need to hear right now, what messages you have from your spirit guides. We'll start with your oracle cards. You have the full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Lovely. You have the new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. This is a really optimistic card of miracles occurring, things happening that maybe you could never have imagined, which is eclipse energy all day, really. Just things happening that you could never have imagined, pile 3. And you have the responsibility card, number 10. Okay. We'll start with those cards. Interesting. What I'm seeing with those cards, pile 3, is that maybe the responsibility card can sometimes talk about, like, I guess blaming other people for things, or blaming like circumstances for the events that have occurred in your life. It's about you learning to accept that maybe there's things that you need to take responsibility for. And I'm not saying that you've done bad things, and I'm not saying that you have been blaming other people. I think maybe it's really also about like learning your lessons from the mistakes that you've made in the past and realizing that you are the one that needs to change them. Actually accepting that it's quite empowering to be able to move forward by learning from the lessons in life that maybe you need to learn. And I really see here that you're doing that, pile 3, with the responsibility card to start with. And it's number 10. It's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle with the new moon eclipse. This is a new powerful cycle for you, a fresh start in a sense. It's almost like a reset is what I'm getting. So I really see that you're learning from like mistakes from your past, that you are choosing to rectify any issues that you've had in the past, your recent past even. You are the one that are actually taking control of your life and changing habits that aren't serving you, stop dabbling in things that maybe you know aren't good for you in a sense, breaking free from mindsets that aren't allowing you to be the best version of yourself. And with the full moon in Aquarius there, show the real you. I really just sense that you're starting to love yourself and to be proud of the person that you're becoming. You're moving on from the mistakes. And what I'm seeing too is that you're not actually like dwelling on them anymore. If previously you were feeling a bit down and out about your life and the things that you've done in your past that you knew weren't good for you or for other people, sometimes when we actually make mistakes, we can allow ourselves to beat ourselves up and get down on ourselves, but in a way that's kind of just deflecting, like learning the lessons. But I really just see you starting to integrate those lessons and going, you know what? Right, it's a fresh start. I'm not going to do those things anymore. I know who I am. I know what I want from my future, and I know that I don't want these things to happen again. I'm learning the lessons and moving forward. And because of it, I think things are going to start unfolding in your life that you could never have imagined, pile 3. There's a lot of luck and prosperity coming your way because you're just becoming a better version of yourself is what I'm seeing. So I really see your spirit guides are just wanting you to to continue to do the work, to continue to not dwell on the past and to be optimistic and look towards the future. I love that this woman in the responsibility card is looking towards the light at the end of the forest. She's sort of like, she's got her eyes focused on her future and her vision about what she wants from the future, and she's not dwelling on the past anymore. She's moving forward with a lot of like purpose and clarity about what it is she wants from life. There's also an indication here too that it's time for you to like start to express yourself a little bit more too, to show yourself off to the world in a sense. You may have some sort of gifts or talents that you've been hiding away from the world. Potentially you felt a little bit as if maybe no one would be interested in what you have to say or the talents that you have. You may be a very shy individual is what I'm getting. Noting that you have the full moon in Aquarius. Aquarians are highly like eclectic, very, quirky and unique individuals. So potentially in the past you felt as if you were a little bit odd or weird, but you know what? We all are in our own ways. And I really think also there's a message here for you, Pile 3, to embrace your quirkiness, to embrace your oddity, that those things are the things that make you unique and make you stand out from the crowd. It's actually those things that potentially in the past you were a little afraid of or didn't want to show off to the world, that you were keeping hidden from the world. Those are the things that are actually going to be, in a sense, your greatest assets, and it's time for you to really embrace them and to continue to embrace them. So I sense that this is a group that's really done a lot of like self-reflection recently. You've changed a lot of habits that weren't working for you. It's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle where I sense you were free of certain burdens and let go of the past and have learned the lessons from the mistakes that you've made, but are also starting to realize that the person you are is actually just quite amazing and you have a lot to offer already right now. You listening to this video, you have a lot to offer the world and you're starting to embrace your gifts, starting to embrace your talents, starting to embrace your unique, weird, quirky, odd traits that everybody really loves about you. Moving on, you have the Royal Blue and Gold Dragon. Strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Beautiful. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride. Yes, and that's what I see you doing. This card is beautiful in the sense that I really think it like captures the essence of the reading in the sense that you are starting to like believe in yourself and you're awakening to your own majesty. You know how strong you are. You know what gifts you have to offer. You know who you are and what it is that you want from life now, Pile 3. You're not afraid to go after it either with the Expect Powerful Change card there. You've changed in ways I think you do know how much you've changed, but sometimes we also need to stop and reflect about our journey. That maybe also like the woman sitting here on the rocks taking a bit of a break before she moves forward towards the light through the trees, to stop and reflect about how far we've come and realize what it is that we've been through, what it is that we've managed to change in our lives, the lessons that we've learned, the habits that we've broken free from, the addictions or even the restrictions that were holding us back. We've managed to break free and our life is so much more vibrant and we are so much more like proud and loving of the person that we are, fully accepting everything about us. Great work, Pile 3. I think it's time for you just to remember to look back on your journey and see how far you've come too. Wear your cloak of power with pride. Ooh, and you had the Emerald Dragon. I love that these are the same colors. Interesting. Brings in healing and cosmic abundance. Good fortune is coming. There you go. Let your thoughts support your divine perfection. There you are. Align with your fifth dimensional blueprint. Wow. I love that falls under the Expect Powerful Change card too. Let your thoughts support your divine perfection. Good fortune is coming. I really just sense that like, I truly believe that when we do a lot of shadow work and do a lot of like self-reflection, start to change habits that aren't serving us anymore, change like personality traits that are preventing us from being the person that we want to be in our future, living our best life in a sense, breaking free of things that were holding us back, believing in ourselves, all of that self-empowerment, self-reflection, I really sense is rewarded by the universe. The universe like shines a light on hidden gifts that we didn't know that we had. The universe rewards us by allowing things to start falling into place in our external reality. Life gets easier. Life becomes more adventurous. We start embracing challenges. We realize how strong we are and that we can overcome anything if we put our mind to it and persevere. And I really just see you now having so much love and belief in yourself, pile 3. And because of it, in your near future, very soon, I think things are going to start to fall into place that really lead you towards, the life that you've always wanted to live. And more is what I'm getting. Brings in healing and cosmic abundance. This is beautiful. Strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. I really just see this being you and your own wisdom. Like, you know who you are right now. You know what it is that you want. You have clarity of purpose in a sense. You know what path you want to go down, what it is you want to manifest in life, what your legacy is that you want to leave behind in a sense. Noting that Aquarius rules the 11th house of wishes coming true. Yeah, I just see a lot of abundance and prosperity coming your way. So your guides just want you to know right now, pile 3, that all of this has been worthwhile. The challenges you've been through, the lessons that you've learned, the things that you've changed in your life, the self-reflection, the inner work that you've done is leading you somewhere, and it's going to be something that I think you could never have imagined. So yeah, watch out for abundance coming your way, pile 3. Beautiful reading. Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, for pile number 3? My group that have done a lot of inner work, that have changed parts of themselves, that have taken responsibility for the things that they know they needed to change in their life, and are now standing in power and pride with the person they're becoming. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 3? Oh, there you go. Yeah, the cards aren't coming out. They're not very forthcoming. I just sense that maybe there's supposed to be... It's a bit of a mystery, that your spirit guides don't want you to know everything right now. That maybe whatever it is that's going to happen very soon in your near future, the things that are unveiling in your life, are supposed to be a surprise in a sense, pile 3 is what I'm getting. The only card that wanted to come out for you there is the Ace of Coins. Right? A fresh start. A divine gift from the universe. But I also love this card. This came out for pile number 1 too. This card, it's just a beautiful sentiment, I think, with the... Look at the peacock, just so proud of the beauty, the person that she's become, or the animal that she's become. Like, proud of what she has to offer. She knows she's beautiful. She knows she's talented. She knows that she can manifest her own pinnacle. She's being rewarded for, like, believing in herself is what I'm getting. So this is an optimistic time where I think you're going to start to have a lot of luck. Things will start falling into place for you. But it's also a time where I just sense you're feeling aligned with your soul purpose. You're aligned with who you are and what you want from life. So just keep doing the work as a message for you, pile 3. Be proud of the person you are. Be proud of your feathers. Be like the peacock and show yourself off to the world. Whatever talents you have, put them out there for the world to see. And I really sense you're going to get a lot coming back to you. Let's get a closeout message for you, pile 3, from the universe. Has your back deck. Spirit, can we get a closeout message for pile 3, who are really starting to believe in themselves and starting to see the magic in life again, knowing full well that they have so many gifts to offer. A closeout message, please, Spirit, for pile number 3. Okay. My outer experience is a reflection of my internal condition. That is beautiful. That just encapsulates the message that I'm saying here. You are so proud of the person you've become. You know who you are and what it is that you want from life. The lessons that you've learned and the things that you've managed to change in your life, the things that you've overcome in your own battles, is starting to be reflected in your outer world. The experiences that you're going to have now are going to be so much more magical because you believe in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, we can achieve anything. This is a really beautiful reading where I really think very soon things are just going to start to, abundance is going to start flowing towards you, and you're going to have so much love for life, and prosperity is just falling in your lap. Pile 3. Magical reading. That's all I have for you. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also, if you got something out of this reading and you feel like it might be beneficial to other people that are going through challenging times, I'd really love it if you could share it on. That would be great. I wish you a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.